everybody, it's Gypsy. And today, I know it's been a while, and I promised this video that was attached to, it had to do with our last video about what's an ET soul. And today we're going to talk about ET children. What are they, and do you have one? Or any, I don't know. However, I told you guys that ever since Snuggles crossed over, he died and went to the spirit realm, it's been Murphy's Law for me, and it seems like each event get worse and worse. This past Thursday, well, I took the cake. Yeah, I'm on Highway 50 in Nevada, the loneliest highway in America. I mean, there is nothing. I have traveled all over this country. Nothing's ever gone wrong. Well, Thursday, my leaf springs broke on my trailer. Yeah. I look back, my truck's this way, going straight. My trailer's this way, that's scary. So I was able to very slowly and carefully get it to a safe place to camp, thank God. And today I'm waiting for an insurance adjuster. The next place that I can possibly get it fixed is in Reno, which is 3 hours away. They're going to have to put my trailer on a flatbed and tow it to a place to get it fixed. So yeah, that's one of the reasons I haven't gotten back to doing this video, I promised. But first, I'd like to do a little shout out for a friend of mine because she's amazing, extremely talented. First of all, she makes these lovely, natural, homemade soaps. I mean, oh, I can't stop smelling this one. It's such a wonderful aroma. This one is cinnamon and citronella, believe it or not. I told her, I said, I never would have thought to put those two together, but it smells wonderful. She's also a very talented vocalist and musician. So, on her website, you can buy both her soaps and her CDs. And it is, yeah, honey, can you read this for me? Mom's getting old. Yeah, it's Rambler's Joy .bigcartel. I'm sorry, I took over. BigCartel.com. So it's ramblersjoy.bigcartel.com. Yeah, go ahead, Mom. Her music is amazing. She has such a beautiful voice. Just beautiful. She wrote her songs. She performs them. Amazing. So go check that. Check her out. You have to at least go take a look. I mean, I'm so impressed with her. I just had to do a shout out for her. So go check that out. Go check her out. Yeah, she has all kinds of yummy soaps, and her music is amazing. So go do that. So anyways, John Patrick, let's get to our topic of the day, E.T. children. First of all, what is that? What is an E.T. child? Yeah, go ahead. Okay, Mother. Thank you. So this is John Patrick. Oh, I did it again. If it's pronounced John, Mom took over. Sorry. It's an Appalachian accent. Right. So anyways, Mom. E.T. children. No, I don't think we did touch on it, honey. Okay. So E.T. children are not necessarily children you brought into physical existence while on this planet, right, Earth. It's not really a possibility. What an E.T. child is, right, you're kind of like abducted. Persephone's going to get on the computer again. She's been so ornery today, everybody. Anyways, you're abducted, but not in an evil way or in a bad way. Yeah, Mom's going to tell her story. It's in a loving manner, and they do it in such a way most of us, right, don't remember, and we were not harmed by it. So, there are certain reasons why some planets want to do this. They want to intermix the genes with humanity here, with their perception of intelligent life there. Excuse me, everybody, I have to remove a cat very carefully around. Yes, come here, baby. Whoop. Okay, at least she didn't get burned. Mom did, but as long as the cat doesn't get burned. It's my baby. Say hi to everybody, baby. It's Persephone. She's gotten big. She's gotten ornery. So I'm sorry, honey. Go ahead. Okay, so anyways. Right. There are certain reasons. Yeah, go ahead. Now, in your case, Mom, Uh, you had psychic abilities at the time. Did they ever go away? No. Yeah. Duh. Right. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing this video. Right. And they wanted to more or less enhance their psychic abilities over on their planet. And that's right, Mom. This is the planet where my mother's higher self typically has incarnations. So they did it with a higher entity they were familiar with, yet that they knew they were comfortable with. And was it pre-planned in my pre-life planning? Sort of. What happened was, they know, excuse me, that your soul typically incarnates up there. And so they made this arrangement with your soul, if it was okay, well, with my mother, my future mother at the time, yeah, I was young, to harvest a few of her eggs. Sorry, everybody, I just got somebody's perusing my shop. Thank you to whoever that is. Right. Harvest her eggs in the hopes, yes, that my current baby brother, right? My baby brother would have psychic abilities. Obviously, he does. Right. We can communicate. This is Michelle. We, the two of us can communicate telepathically. Is that right? That is true, Mom. Anyways, that was what that was for, to enhance psychic abilities up on that planet. Now, my mom just asked, well, why isn't Earth doing it? Or maybe they are, and we don't know, because we know how the governments are here. Right. It could be a possibility. I'm not willing to talk about that. This is John Patrick. Okay. But it is not known on this planet whether it's done or not. Other planets make it known. Yes, I'm sorry, John. It's okay. She's cute, so that, yeah. So that's how these things happen, how you end up with E.T. children. So it's not necessarily your child per se. Biologically, yes, that's right, Mom. But you didn't raise that child. Most people are not even aware. They have children on other planets. Right. They erase your memory afterwards. Right, that's right. Unless in your case, it's a descendant, right? A descendant crosses over before you and checks out your life plan, right? So I kind of, yeah, it was more of a reminder because I think it was back there for you to get it that quickly. Right. Go ahead, Mom. Right. When he first told me, I was like, no. And then all of a sudden, I realized at that time in my life certain events that happened, and then memories started clicking in like that. For instance, was I in middle school or high school at the time? Miss Ma'am. Yeah, well, anyways, there was a bus stop over on the main road, and I would walk home a certain route every day. Well, then all of a sudden, for some reason, I was afraid. I decided to take a different route home, and it was a long way. And from that time on, I always did. And I knew there was something weird about it, but I didn't know why. And I really didn't think much about it, which meant I did keep kind of the memory, but I don't dwell on things I don't care to, so I just, push it aside. But anyways, how it happened was I was walking home from the bus stop one day. Now, I don't remember seeing a spaceship or anything like that. My strongest memory is of when it was over and I had to get back home. I was frightened my mother would be angry and I would be punished. I would be grounded, as we called it back in those days. Because in our house, you had to be on time. That was grounds for punishment if you were not on time. And my mother would have been worried, and that, of course, if you worry my mother, Dad's standing right here, he's going, if you worried my mother, believe me, you were in big time trouble. Anyways, Miss Ma'am has taken the sequins off my shirt. Anyways, that's what I remember. I remember the most is being afraid, and then I was angry. I was kind of like, how could you do this to me? My mom's going to be mad. I'm going to be in trouble. My dad is saying that is exact. Yeah, he looked back on it. He was at work at the time. But that was my exact attitude. That's what I remember very clearly. But then the more John And Tina Ricky talked to me about this. My other two children in the spirit realm. Memories started to click in, kind of. And that was the first one that clicked. Right. Another memory I had was inside the ship. And it's very brief, very simple, no big to do. All I remember is seeing a gray or silver wall, and there was like this blue rectangle on it. It almost looked like a window, but it wasn't. Yeah, it looked like padded vinyl to me. I don't know if that's true, but I was what, 13, 14? Right, Mom. And that's when that happened. And then I find out. Now, here's the weird thing. When John crossed over, I had it, I'm going to say intentionally, because things just happen anyways, whether you want to use your abilities or not, it's going to happen. Yeah. I hadn't intentionally used my abilities in decades. This may have contributed to it, me stopping. I had two incidences that may have had me worried as a kid, and I stopped. Three, let's make it three, because the church really played a part in that. Yeah. Anyways, we're not going to talk about that. Honey, I forgot what I was saying. Right, Mom, you were talking about, oh, when you crossed over. Oh, so this is really interesting. As I always said, I had 4 pregnancies, lost 2. Then John died, crossed over at the age of 26, and I've got my youngest here. He's 23 now. But I wasn't using my psychic abilities. I did not feel comfortable enough. Yeah. He was reaching out to me and everything. He kept suggesting automatic writing when I first tried it. And the pen started to move. I freaked out. I put it down. Yeah. Because I'd never tried that before. But anyways, so I made an appointment with the psychic medium. And one of the things she says to me was, you have 5 children. And I said, no, I only have 4. I lost 2 babies and a John. My youngest is here. Yeah, this is John Patrick again. I told the psychic medium she doesn't know about Z-Rab yet. Yeah, Z-Rab is my son on the planet in Sirius. Right, Mom. That's his name. And I had to warn the psychic she doesn't know about it. Right, because she was very insistent I had 5 children. And I'm like, no, I have 4. Because I always have considered my 2 miscarriages, guys, still my children, my babies. Right, and so that was like kind of like odd for me. That was a weird thing. I didn't think she got the message wrong. It was kind of an odd reaction for me, but that's how that started. That's how we learned more and more about who I truly am and what happened during my life, my existence, and then about being an ET soul, having while incarnated on planet Earth, having an ET child. Right, Mom. Now, what I want to say, and yes, this is John. Um, what? Yeah, it's John. Okay. Um, shh, guys, I have to stop talking. So no, they do sometimes. I get confused, right? As an ET soul, my mom, yeah, she doesn't believe it's all that great of a big of a deal, right? I don't. We'll say that, Mom. First of all, I feel, all right, if other higher selves typically incarnate on other planets and incarnate here, well, who's to say? I mean, I believe that there are higher selves that typically incarnate on Earth. Why? I don't know. Sorry. But I'm sure all of us, whether we're considered an ET soul or not, have 1 or 2 times incarnated on another planet. So aren't we all ET souls? And hey, isn't Earth a planet? So that would make everybody an ET soul regardless. Right, Mom? I'm cracking up the way you said that. Right. So, I'm sorry, he just did so. Hi, everybody. This is Gypsy from Gypsy Witch Creations. And today I would like to introduce my handmade, salvaged, and repurposed collection. These are handmade items which I make or paint on from things I collect through my travels. As a nomad, when I get to other boondock camping places, I clean up after previous campers who, well, didn't have the decency to clean up after themselves. And there are some things, such as bottles, um, pieces of wood I find, whatever, that I can use for art. And that is what these are created from. So please check them out at gypsywitchcreations.com. I'm sorry, bring back memories from when he was here. I get a little bit clamped. Yeah, I need a moment. Okay, so anyways, thank you. I'm getting so many customers today. Anyways, Mom, um, what I was going to say, what I was about to say is you don't think it's all that great of a big deal? Right, and that's a good theory. But again, it could be just a theory. True. So could everybody else's idea of an ET soul be a theory, though, honey? That's true, Mom. And that's right. This is what we always have to remember on planet Earth. Yeah. Um, we think things are true and right. Yeah, Grandpa's saying to a T. But that's not always true. You guys get on the right track, the right concept, but it's not exactly right. So never ever hold fast to just one idea and make a big deal about it, my mother says. Right. Now go ahead and say this. This is my big thing. This is Michelle. None of us have more or less value than anybody else. I'm just so happy today because, yeah, more or less value than anybody else. We all have different purposes when we incarnate, no matter where we incarnate. So there isn't more or less value. We're not better than anybody else. We just have different gifts and talents. Yeah, being an ET soul doesn't make me or any other ET soul better than somebody who doesn't incarnate anywhere else. We're all the same universe, have the same creator. We're all going to the same spirit realm. Yeah, and I think even those who never incarnate anywhere but Earth are also here if you've made the choice to help this planet ascend. So what's the, yeah. Right, Mama, that's a good point. Now, my point was what I just told you. Yeah, the ancient Egypt thing. I'm going to hide my head. Embarrassment. No, Mama, it's okay. Anyways, we all should, right? Earthlings and the ETs. I was an ET at the time. Right. The entire universe just, yeah, embarrassed. Anyways, Mom, you're so funny today. It was that lack of sleep. Makes me giddy. And then having to deal with Wildcat in my house. She was crazy when I woke up this morning. Right. Anyways, that's a good point. There is no greater value to any spirit or soul incarnated anywhere in the universe. Earth is really no less in value, I want to say in God's eyes, than maybe Sirius, or yes, the Palladians. It doesn't matter. We're all of equal value. Right now, Earth, yeah, the center of attention of the universe because things have gone backwards here. Right. You say what you're thinking. Now, I'm not sure I'm right about this, Michelle. I'm not sure I'm right about this. My theory is there was a time, like in the ancient past of Earth, where people were much more spiritual, much more connected to the Creator God, the spirit realm, knew who they truly were and their abilities. And we regressed from that to the point we have forgotten who we are, light and love, and this has become a very violent planet. And I feel it's a planet of tyranny, control, fear. Right, Mom. That's basically where I was going, and that's how this Earth regressed. So that is why it is the center of attention now, because the time has come for Earth to, yes, step up their game. And I'm going to say reascend spiritually, because you hit it right on the head there, Mom. Did you always feel that way? Yeah, before you died, too. I'm like, no, there was a time people knew spiritual, right. And before governments got too big, religions got too big and start controlling everybody knew who they truly are. Right, Mom. And that's true. And I didn't know you thought like that. Well, that wasn't our topic, our main topic of discussion before you left here. And as a little boy, I thought it would be over your head. Right. We're not going to talk about what our main topic of discussion was, right? And that's null and void to what the purpose of this video is, right? So that's what an ET soul is. That's what an ET child is. Now, it is great that they can and do communicate um, telepathically. We do, yeah. Right. I'll look up at the stars. I'm not even sure because I can get an amp, but my phone can't handle it. Get a more detail where I should look. Right. I just look up there and hi mom, and I start talking. Right. We both do. Me and Zebra. Right. Yeah. It was far away. Right. Yeah. That was hi honey. Right. Um. Now, where I was going with this is you asked, does he have psychic abilities? And then you realized, well, yes, because mental telepathy is a psychic ability. Right. Communicating with spirits is not the only, in disincarnated spirits, is not the only psychic ability, people. Right, Mom. Everybody has a purpose. Z-Rap is very psychic, takes after her mother. Uh-huh. And so that plan worked. Yes, not all of them do, but it's worth the attempt if the soul and the spirit who's about to incarnate, everybody's in agreement. And my mother was. What I didn't expect, well, all right, I expected to have strict parents, all right. We already agreed upon that. Sorry, Daddy and Charlotte, yeah, everybody. But, yeah, on the way home from school when I have to be, oh, that's a weird thing right there. I don't know how they do this, but I got home and I was on time. I know. Mom didn't even notice. Sorry, Mom. No, I'm not, saying like I pulled one over on my mother. It was weird they can do that. Right. And it's true. We can. We can manipulate time in higher dimensions. Most other planets are not in a higher dimension, but psychically and technologically more advanced. Our technology is being used in nefarious ways, which is what the council, is trying to put a stop to. Yay! Get out of here now, Mom. I don't like what's going on now. Anyways, or over the past nearly 57 years, have I ever liked anything that goes on here? Sorry. Right, that's why you're here. Mm-hmm. Grandpa wants me to talk about that. Yeah, before I got to school, I'm sure, no, he never noticed anything different about you. I did. I always felt different. I don't remember before getting to school thinking anything weird or strange. I was at home with my family, my friends, Typical kid. I get to school. I can't remember if it was preschool or kindergarten. I look around. I'm like, what the hell? Why am I here? This place is nuts. Look at them. And it's not just the kids. It's the adults, too. Help! Get me out of here! 50 years I've been wanting to get out of this place. No, I'm going to be 57. So that would make it like 52 years I've been wanting to get out of this place. Yeah, but I can't yet. Well, everybody get their act together so I can go home. You guys, can we just pull it together? Right. I want to go home. I'm tired of being here. Yeah, it's been 6 decades. I'm done. Yeah. Girl, why would anybody sign up for this? Woo, no. Yeah, I find people who are woo like me. They're in my life briefly and then they're gone because Michelle would stick with them like glue and ignore the rest of humanity, right? I think we all do that, right? That's why we can't be together too long. Right, just a little vacation. Oh, look, company. Yeah. Right. So is there anything else you have to say on that, honey? Anybody else? Dad, Aunt Charlotte, anybody back in the peanut gallery? Grandpa, Grandpa, Grandmas? Yeah. Like the whole family, right? Anyways, no, that's all. So, let's wrap it up here. Okay, we'll wrap it up here. Blessed be, and make it a joyful one.